Yes, I see you. I hear you. Everything.
Yay!
Right.
Finally.
So Jonathan
Thanks.
Funke. That's how we
Yeah,
pronounce
exactly. Perfect.
it.
It's
Okay.
it's you. It's in English. It would be Spark.
Oh, Jonathan Spark. That's beautiful. So yeah, so you create this crazy idea. Like
Yeah.
it's actually Noah. I see she's here. The style with a smile. She talked to me about it, and I was thinking, oh my god, it's so obvious. Why nobody think about that
Mhm.
before? So I think the best is I let you introduce yourself and explaining maybe your journey and how you came to uh,
Yes.
creating this, and yeah, you will
Mhm.
explain way better than me.
Okay. Well, thanks so much. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for Noah, who's my big fan in the comments. She actually introduced me to the fake movement, and I'm a big fan.
Mm.
So I think I have been an activist for environmentalism, for animal rights, for human rights, pretty much my whole life.
Mm.
So like while other teenagers were out partying, I was sitting in my basement and writing blogs about how to reduce carbon emissions with a good diet, how a ecosystem could look like that would be fair and just for everybody. So that's my life's purpose, more or less.
Nice.
And then I don't know if you have that in the States also, but there's this fast fashion company called Primark
Mm.
in Europe. So they opened their first store in Germany, and was pretty much like Black Fridays in the States, where like everybody was waiting for the doors to open, and like as if it was like a rock star revealing a new album, giving autographs or something. Um, and we thought that it was just not right that a T-shirt should cost less than a cup of coffee. It's just
Nice.
somebody else always pays the price. And that's nature, and that's the human beings that make these T-shirts. And I was giving out flyers saying only 3% of what you pay for a T-shirt actually goes to the people that make it. So if you just pay 3% more, you can double their wages. And that was just so insane to me. How we live in the 21st century, why is there no way of ensuring that my money actually goes to these people so they can make a living for their honest work? That's just like the most natural thing we should do. And I've been working on TipMe a long time now. So like this, I had this idea before I even had my A-levels. So I finished my A-levels, and I studied sustainable entrepreneurship, basically. I traveled through South America and through India, and talked to a lot of smallhold farmers, and visited a factory in Pakistan. And then slowly I understood that there's quite a lot of traction about this idea of TipMe. Like I didn't even have a website, and suddenly like one of the biggest German newspapers reported about the idea, and that it's so amazing, and blah blah blah. And I was invited to give a TEDx talk on the idea. So I was like, okay, I think I have to build a website and maybe even a team around this. And that's what I did. So for years now, we are a social enterprise, a social company based here in Berlin, Germany. And we have now made it possible to tip the workers that make your clothes in the online shops. So we started very locally. We started with Syrian refugees here in Germany.
Wow.
Then we moved on to a vegan brand that you might know. It's called Athletic. They make vegan and
Actually,
fair trade shoes.
I'm gonna show on the website
Yeah.
the same time you explain, so people can see how it works.
Perfect. Yeah. So it's actually very simple. So this is our website, and you can check out that, for example, our project in Pakistan. So we went to the factory in Pakistan. We registered the 90 workers that work there. And basically, we have now collected more than 4,500 euros for the workers there.
Wow.
And that is even a lot just for German or like European terms, but it's 10 times more actually for them. So maybe you can go to Shop USA, for example, to just show the people how it actually works, like how can I actually give tips. So maybe just select whatever, that shoe, for example.
Yeah.
And
And this is a
then
vegan
here,
brand. I'm super excited as well.
exactly. So here you can see just above add to cart, you can see a very small and simple plugin. It says tip the producers of this product. And you can just select €3. And that's it. And if you want, you can also click on his face.
Oh, wait, let me go back.
No worries. And then you can read a little more about Mohammed. You can understand that 100% of our tips actually go to the team that make the shoes.
Yeah,
And
because I was thinking if people buy more one shoes than another, do they all gonna have the same amount of tips, or now you just one person more than the other?
Yeah, so that's very, very important for us to have that decision made by the workers themselves. Basically, we talk to the factory, and we talk to the workers, and then they decide: do you want the tip to be split equally, so everybody gets the same amount of tips, or do you want it to be divided by hours? So if somebody works 40 hours a week, he gets the entire tip. Just 20 hours gets half the tip. But we always distribute it between the entire team so that it's fair. And a question I get a lot of times is, how does the money actually end up with the actual workers? And so basically we have two versions. The first one is classical bank accounts. So in Vietnam and India, there are a lot of factories where people just get their money straight on their classical bank account. And TipMe has a payment solution for 160 countries where we can send the money directly to the bank accounts of the people. And if they don't have one, then we have mobile money also. So it's basically the same as PayPal. You get a text message, you get a credit on your account, and then you can pay your bills with it, or you can go to a shop and get the money in cash. And what I find so beautiful is three things about the idea of TipMe, which is, first of all, that consumers really, really love it. We were blown away. Like, we thought maybe 5%, if we're lucky, 10% would give a tip. Currently, every second customer gives a tip.
Wow.
Yeah. So out of two shoes sold, one gives a tip.
But I'm thinking as well, usually you give the tip after the service. So do you have like a follow-up, for example, when they receive the shoes, they have a little card or something saying, if you like it, you can tips, that I don't have.
Yeah. We are actually working on that to make it like more into the entire process, that you also that you can also track your tips, because we in Germany, at least, when you receive a package from Amazon, or better, a vegan shop, you can actually, it tells you how long it will take and where the package is on the status. We want to do the exact same thing for tips.
Wow.
And add some small thank yous for the people that actually tip. So we're a very fresh company, and we're still making the process better every day. But even if with this very, very simple idea, already now every second customer tips, and the tips are between $4 and $6. So just as a comparison, half the world's population live off $5.50 every day. So just imagine like the amount of money we can redistribute from the global north to the global south. That's,
I feel like
really
a lot
amazing.
Of will be mad at that. But that's good. You're actually making change. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for that. You make a world more fair.
Yeah. And the great thing is that actually the brands, they also really benefit from that. So we have seen that, look, we talked to the consumers that gave a tip, and we talked to them, hey, how did TipMe, this tipping solution, change your view of the brand? They're all are fair and vegan from the start, right? They pay very fair wages, a lot more than expected, even by fair trade standards. But with this human connection, they said like 45% of consumers said they're much more loyal to the brand and that they're gonna tell their friends about it. Yeah. And every third consumer said, okay, because I can tip now, I'm gonna buy here again because I really like this solution. I just like that I know who made it. We all know about this hashtag, who made my clothes. With TipMe, I can actually see who made my clothes. So people really love that, and that's what I really like about what we built here. It's like the workers really feel appreciated for the work they do because they get, for the first time, they get a feedback for what they do every day. And the consumers really love it. Every second consumer gives a tip, and the brands also really benefit from it because they, the consumers understand that they really care about their workers and they come back.
Yeah, and you help connecting the dots, so you help people to make connection. And yeah, you hear me?
Yeah,
I hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Now I was saying you help people making connection, and so in a way they start to want to educate more themselves. They understand, wait, those people are giving tips, the other one are not giving. What's happening over here? And they will realize that these brands that are more ethical than other one, and that they should actually go with the more ethical, because that's the way. Actually, that was the next question I wanted to ask you. Actually, I have two questions.
Yes, go for it.
Do they really get 100% of the tips? When you give €1, do they get the €1?
Yes. So of course there's transaction costs, and there's some costs for all the things that we have to do for administrating that. The good thing is that first of all, we get a lot of support from the government and foundations, and the brands also pay us for the software that we do. So similar to fair trade and other certificates, we have a small fee.
Nice.
So that covers the entire cost for the transaction and for our work. So we can send 100% of the tips to the workers.
Of course, and if you not get paid for your work, then it's not fair anymore. So it makes sense. My other question will be, so how? Because I believe the best way for people to make something to make the world more fair, to educate them. So what will be your strategy to educate them? What will be the best way for you?
Educate consumers.
Yes.
I think, in the end, the human being is a very social animal. So I think the most important thing is to, in the end, touch the human emotions and really make the people kind of walk in somebody else's shoes and understand the reality of other human beings, or animals for that matter. And I think the most important thing is that actually directly linked to that, to action. So as I told you, I've been an activist for a long time, but it's really hard to have a campaign on the street, like a great campaign on human rights or animal rights or something, and then you're in front of your computer and you just buy the stuff that you always buy. I think it's super important that everybody that really wants to change human behavior directly targets, when the people are making a decision, then it's our time as activists for human rights and animal rights to exactly target the people then to make the right decision.
That's beautiful. That's a perfect resume of what you do. And that's the proof that there's a lot of passion and work behind. I just want to share it one more time so people can understand everything you were saying. It's exactly that.
Yes.
So let me just share it. Yes, you can see it. So the fact that
Yes.
first of all you have those beautiful shoes, so there's shoes, you work with many different brands, and then you see that and you're like, what is that? I can tip the product. Then you click here and you open curiosity. So they click here and then they educate themselves by understanding how the product are manufactured, and they realize that if those people are very transparent and they are showing everything, it means that there is solution, and that's gonna make them want to make an action, which is actually give a tips or help. So yeah, it's perfect what you did. Thank you so much. I hope this
Thank you so much.
maybe help other people to follow this movement.
Yeah, please. So the one big thing that we are currently doing is we're starting a campaign, especially for COVID, because a lot of garment workers need more financial support now than ever, because a lot of the production is down. A lot of people can't even go to the factory or work. So that's why we have reduced our pricing for any company that wants to install TipMe now. It's right now it's cheaper than ever because we really want to support them now that they need it. So if you want to support your workers now, I know there's a lot of brands in the audience, or if you know a brand personally, really do feel free to reach out. I'm gonna share my email in the comments.
Yeah.
Please reach out because we really want to make a difference. Our tool is super easy to use. We can install it within a couple of days. Just reach out, and thanks for the amazing work that you're all doing.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I just want to say, because we are as well live on Facebook. So for people who are on Facebook, your email is jonathan@tipme.com. How we call this line?
Minus, I don't know, like a
minus. Me. We will put it on the comments if people want, or just reach out to F.A.K.E and we'll send you your contact. So
perfect.
Thank you so much. So TipMe, if people want to follow. Instagram, Facebook. If you have last word to say, what will it be?
We are launching a big campaign with Noah on next weekend on Saturday. We have been working very hard on a TipMe video that is 90 seconds long, that explains everything what we do, our mission, how it actually works, how the workers receive their tips. And next Saturday we're going to launch that. So if you like what we're doing, if you want to get the word out to anybody, feel free to follow tipme.global on Instagram and share our vision and share our video.
We will for sure. Make sure you tag F.A.K.E Movement so I can repost.
Yes.
And I will.
Of course. Of course.
I love everything you do. I love what Noah, Style with a Smile, do. She's a blogger, 100% vegan, ethical. So I'm sure those two brands will make crazy things.
Yeah. We actually met more or less due to F.A.K.E.
So, oh, nice. Okay, so thank you so much, and yeah, have a beautiful day in Germany. Yay! Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.